Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Diane.
As we all know each other here, so we're not going to worry about introductions. And so let's get right to it, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
So today we're going to talk about setting collaborative performance goals. And because we all know that we have to set these goals every year as part of our performance measurement. And so first of all, just a little quick thing on what is performance. You guys already know this, but what are performance goals? We're going to identify strengths, interests, ambitions, and areas of improvement. And also, why do we do it? To guide continuous improvement and to contribute to our organization's success. So, the objectives for today is you're going to be able to define collaborative goals. You will be able to describe hard and SMART goals. You will be able to create hard and SMART goals that align with organizational mission and vision and goals. All right, so let's get to it. So, what I mean when I say collaborative goals is, you know that every year we meet and we set your goals together. And then we figure out, we meet along the way and check in and see how you're doing towards those goals. And I give you feedback, we have a discussion, we have a conversation. And so that's what I mean by collaborative performance goals. And of course, at the end of the year, I have to evaluate you, and of course, we have to agree on that evaluation. And so the purpose of today is so that we can make meaningful goals for you, and some of them the organization's going to give us. That's just the way it is. And but some of you, and well, all of you will have your own areas that you want to work on, and that's what we're going to work on today. And I want to be able to, at the end of the year, be able to sit down with you and have that discussion about, have you met your goals? And then we do those ratings, and we both agree, and it's easy. We're not rushing at the end trying to make this all happen at the end. Okay? All right. So what I wanted to say about goals is that if you turn to your next page in your handouts, it shows our framework. And so our framework, as we're all familiar with that, is here, and it has our own goals for our division in here. And the way I look at it is service with heart and best-in-class experience are definitely goals that we have every day. And we also have our practice principles and our values and commitments. And I've also put in here the public service values of curiosity, service, passion, teamwork, and accountability. And they all work together. And what we want to do is, when we're making our goals, is to make sure that they are aligned with these goals of our division and of our larger organization. Okay, so we'll keep this handy for when we come to the goal setting later. So if you'll turn to, oh, actually don't turn to your next page yet. So does anybody know what hard goals are? No? Okay, I'll take that as a no. So you may turn to your next page. So these are hard goals. So who would like to tell me? Actually, Megan, can you tell me what the H in hard goals stands for?
So heartfelt. My goal will enrich the lives of everybody besides me.
Okay, thank you. And do you see how that mixes in with our framework? Will enrich the lives of of people besides me. Do you see how that fits in?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And Lorena, can you please tell me the A stands for, please?
Animated. I can vividly picture how great it will feel when I achieve my goals.
Right. And when I think of that, I often think of famous athletes what I hear them say a lot is that they visualized themselves winning the World Cup or whatever. And that seems to be, visualization, they say, right, is a really powerful tool. And so thank you. Hey, Wendy, can you please tell me what the R stands for?
My goals are absolutely necessary to help this company.
What does R stand for?
Required, right, that it's required.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. The thing is that that's what brings us back to, you know, our big government goals and our divisional goals, is that they're required for us to help our organization achieve its goals, right? Okay, and then Shannon, can you please tell me what the D stands for?
Difficult. I will have to learn new skills and leave my comfort zone to achieve my assigned goals for this year.
Okay, and so we want to kind of, you know, be continuously learning, right? And our organization is all about that, and we are always doing training. But, you know, if your goals aren't challenging, then they're probably kind of boring, and, you know? Okay, so what I think about these is, I think when you think about making your goals, this is where the hard comes in. You know, do they, you know, is it going to make a difference in someone's life? Can I visualize it? Is it absolutely necessary? And, you know, will I have to learn? And that's kind of like the more the emotion of goals, you know, the kind of the visualization and dreamy part of goals, you know, and it's something that really matters. And that's why I put this: work hard, have fun, make a difference. And that's what I think of when I think of our office. I think that this is what we try to do every day. And so just please keep this in mind as we move along. We'll be coming back to them. Now, when it comes to writing your goals, like the what are we going to do, this is kind of like why are we doing what we're doing. And when it comes to that what are we doing and how we're going to do it, then we have SMART goals. So if you'll turn to your next page, and Jerry, can you tell me what the S in SMART stands for?
Specific. Who, what, when, where, why.
Okay, thank you. Megan, can you tell me what the M stands for?
Measurable. How will you measure progress, and how will you know if you've achieved your goal?
Thank you. And Lorena, what about the A?
Attainable. Must be able to achieve in 1 year. Break it down if part of a longer term goal.
Thank you. And Wendy, what does the R stand for in that one?
Relevant. Must align with broader team and organizational skills.
Okay, thank you. And that's bringing us back again to linking it up to here, to our organizational goals. Thank you. And Shannon, can you tell me what the T stands for?
Time-based. Deadline for completion.
Okay. All right. So keep these handouts in front of you, and then I want to move on to actually writing a goal. And so if we were thinking of writing, and I'm thinking of a team goal, or it could be, it doesn't need to be a real goal, but if someone has a goal in mind that they might want to have, then can we work on that as a group? Who has a goal that they want to work on? Might be something you want to improve on this year, might be an ambition you had this year.
BC transplants?
Okay, all right. Thanks, Jerry. Okay, so BC transplants. So I'm just going to write down the topic. Okay, and when we're writing these sentences, we want to say we need an action. What are we going to be doing? And then we want to make it SMART. We want to see how are we going to measure it, make sure we've come up with the realistic, attainable goal, and we know it's relevant because BC Transplant's very important to our ministry, and make it time-based. So what would be the action, first of all, that we're doing in BC Transplant?
Getting people to sign up.
Okay, yeah. So getting people signed up. Okay. So if we were to start making it SMART, is there any more detail we can add to it? Who, what, why, when, and where?
We said that we were gonna do it every time they renew, every their 5-year renewals.
Okay, 5-year renewals, great, okay, good. 5-year renewal, perfect, okay.
So that would be a when.
That's right, or who,
That's
that's
a
who,
who.
isn't it?
Who
Is that
and a
a
when.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
doing it,
5-year
yeah.
renewals, it's who we're gonna ask, right?
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
It also specifies the when as well, though.
okay, and when we're gonna ask them. Yes, when, why, oh, we can't, 2 birds with 1 stone, no, good, thank you. Is there any of what, why, or where that you can think of?
Why
Yeah,
is important to collect the votes, the yes or the no transplant registrations. Thank you.
okay, and that's important because,
Saves lives.
Meet provincial
Thank you.
quotas.
okay,
Provincial, yeah.
meet quotas, and I like save lives a lot. But meet quotas is, I like that too, of course. Excellent, okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Measurable. How much, how often, or how many? How are we gonna measure?
Count them every week, but then eventually.
Okay, so we could say weekly.
Mhm.
So do we want to set a target then? Like how many we want per week? Is that
Perfect.
reasonable? Yeah, okay. So if we, so what, moving on, actually mixing up to attainable, achievable, what do you think is achievable? And so what number? Let's come up with a number now.
Are we doing individual or are we doing office?
Well, we all have to write up our own plan. But we could do an office target now. And let's make this my goal, okay? My goal will be to get the office numbers. And I would say that each one of you will find your number that's yours,
Okay.
realistically.
Mhm.
Okay, and hopefully it'll add up to my number.
Yeah.
We'll discuss your number. You can think about your number. What is realistic for you? And a little bit of a stretch. We want to make it hard, so we wanted to make it a little bit difficult, but not unachievable, so that balance, and that you work with that number, because you know yourself.
Mhm.
So what do you think we should come up with weekly for the office target? Now, usually we have 6 workstations going. Not all the time, though. Let's go with 5 on average.
Right.
So if we each did 10 per week.
10 per week means times 5
10
people?
10 per week times 5, say 50 a week.
day.
Yeah.
Almost
Is
every
that,
day.
yeah, is that realistic? Is anyone, now be honest here, because I want to achieve my goal. I want my goal to be realistic. And if I don't make my goal, then I get a, nope, you didn't achieve, right? So, but I want to stretch too. And so, yeah, do you think that 10, on average 10 for each of you would be
A week?
Yeah,
That's 2 a day?
yeah,
Absolutely.
okay.
Like 2 a day is.
I know for myself I
Way
need to work
achievable.
harder.
But it's
But
very
it's
achievable.
very
2
achievable.
is very achievable.
Yeah.
Okay,
Especially we're coming up to our busy time,
Yeah.
right? We're starting to get busy again.
Yeah.
It's not like it's,
Where we're dispersed, or we have an hour, half-hour segments where we might only have 1 or 2 people trickle in during that time.
right.
right.
Yeah, so I think it's, yeah.
Okay, all right. And so then, now keeping, I heard what you just said, and that's interesting. It's slow right now. What do you think we would get as a team in the slow time?
2 a day. I do.
Okay.
I honestly do. I think it's obtainable to get 2 a day, even in the slow
Even if it's
time.
slow.
I
Okay.
personally, I honestly
Yeah.
do.
Okay, all right.
There's
So-
gonna be 10 people a day getting their driver's licenses renewed. If
That
that's
you're
what-
gonna have, kind of thing.
The whole office, we would have 10 people.
At
I would
least,
think we would not go a day without not having 10 people in the office that's gonna renew a license,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
at least.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
And we are also not just collecting the yes votes, we're collecting the no, not votes, but the registrations.
Right, good point.
So it's even the no's too, they don't have to say yes.
Okay. All right. So then if we're saying weekly, 50 per week, And then I would just say to make my goal, because we do a year, right? I'm gonna times it by 50, because I'm gonna give us 2 weeks off for vacation.
Just?
Well, actually, some of us get lots of vacation,
joking.
but, you know. But I'm gonna, so that means 2,500 this office per year.
Wow.
Well, that's,
Wow, that
when you put
sounds-
it
When
like
you put
that.
it like that, that's a lot.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah. So, is that, do you think it is reasonable?
Now it sounds bad.
Now it sounds like there's
Interesting.
no way we can do
Ah.
That's
that.
why I like 2 a day better.
So our current average would be about 1 a day. Actually, well, looking at our current intake from the spreadsheet,
It's what?
It's only
It's only February.
middle increase.
I'm gonna be honest, I have totally forgot about transplant right now, so I don't even wanna look at that spreadsheet because it's not reflective of me right now.
Okay.
It's just not.
Okay, I have faith in you guys.
Yes.
And, so I'm gonna put this as my goal. So let's write it into a sentence now. So we've got it, we've got the kind of torn out. Let's write it down. And if you want, what you can do is, if you want, you can write your own sentence, just put your own number, your own individual number in there, right? So, how would I write that sentence? I'm gonna start it with I will. Or the office will. You will.
The office.
Yeah.
The office will, okay? The office will, collect, I guess?
Yep.
I'm gonna put it 2,500.
Okay.
VCT registrations. From January 1st to December 31st, 2019. Is that smart? Have we got our bases covered for smart?
It's realistic in there?
Well, realistic is, attainable, and it is.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
And so this is, what I like about this is it's gonna require us to stretch. It is gonna be difficult. So I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Me too.
Okay. All right, so let's work on, does anyone else have a goal that they wanna work on? A personal one, maybe you're going to school?
I
Or
want
maybe you
to
have- yes?
learn how to profile arcs and orcs by the end of next year.
Okay, all right,
Cool.
yay. I love that.
The end of next year.
Whenever
This
the
is
time comes.
it's like the end of something.
So when do
Before
we
it
do
comes.
arcs and orcs?
Right now.
It's gonna be done by March 31st, right?
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
Cool.
So do you want to do that this year then? That's
Yeah.
your goal? So the goal, your time has to be, what does your the timeline have to be?
I don't know when the main time that comes up other than right away here, but do we know?
Is it by March 31st?
Yeah, by March.
Okay.
Fiscal year end.
So if we say
Fiscal
March
year
31st? Have we made it as smart as we can? We have our deadline, so we have a time, and how are we going to measure it? Learn to profile, that's the action. How are we going to measure that? Or if we can't measure that, how do we word it that it's measurable? How are we going to know how are you going to know if you've achieved this by March? What's that going to look like?
Go down the basement? It's a done deal.
Yeah. Who are you going to be working with?
Probably Jerry, because I think she's the one who does a lot of it, or who I've heard doing it. So
So, you know what, we could add more detail to it on the specific, right?
Yeah.
Who, with Jerry,
okay.
right? So, okay. I guess we've got it. What do you want to achieve? You want to learn to profile arcs and orcs by March 31st with Jerry. And is there a reason you want to do that?
Because I want to have more specialties or specializations in the office.
I love that. You know what? You could put that in the sentence, even, maybe. I love that. Because that's, you're looking at, you're looking at, you want to become a specialty, a specialist, not just this. So,
So she wants to take that part of my job away and do it herself, which is fine, because I've had it for a
I've been
very long
asking
time.
people to
Yes.
do that for years.
And it's on film.
That's right.
No.
It's in
So-
recorded.
that's a good thing. Are you wanting to, I just want to talk about wording here, like learn to profile. Or do you want to learn, are you going to take it over? Like, are you going to learn it well enough by March 31st that you can do it next year with
No,
just
is
asking a
that
couple
achievable?
questions?
I don't
Yeah,
believe that's
by
achievable
business.
to know how to do it without Jerry by end of this year.
We might want
Considering
her to have a look at it before she makes that decision, right? She
Okay.
doesn't know.
So let's think about, I think that, I'm just thinking here that we might be able to refine this. Because you always have to, the visualization, right? How, can you visualize this? Like, what do you see?
I just see vague memories
Okay,
of
just
Jerry and
take-
everybody else going and working at this back counter.
So just
And-
filing, the filing in
Yeah.
there, I think is what she sees.
And that's the most I've been able to see so far.
She's
Because
never
I don't know what's happened after that point. Everybody just kind of takes it away.
And they'll leave me
a-
alone.
And you don't
Back
know
to
how
that.
we got to that point where Jerry has done
Yeah.
all the labeling and
Yeah.
all
Which is
that,
what I
which
want
is
to learn what
a lot of
actually
work.
happened.
It goes unnoticed a lot.
Yeah. So you can help, Jerry, you could help Megan refine this goal,
Yes.
right? If it's not realistic for her to have it all 100% by March 31st, then you could actually refine that a little bit more about what it actually is going to look like and how will she know when she achieves that, like what can she actually learn? And maybe even make it more specific so that we can say, you did that,
Exactly.
right? Learning to profile is a little bit maybe too vague.
It's broad.
Yeah,
Very
broad.
Yeah.
We can make it,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. Do you want to do that now or do you want to work on that? Can we work on that now?
How she's going to start off with this?
What's the action gonna be? What is she actually gonna be able to do
on March 31st.
by March 31st?
Well, she needs to go into the Arcs and Orcs actual site
Okay,
and learn retention, off-siting, who's the primary holder, like there's a whole,
so
it's not
just-
just putting stuff in a
What
box.
about just general
No.
profiling?
so after she does that, would she be able to describe something to you? Like, should she be able to describe what
The retention.
labeling looks like or what retention rules are? Is that realistic?
She should be able to at least understand retention tables,
Understand
the retention tables.
retention tables. Okay, see, now we're getting more detailed, right?
Well,
Excellent. Okay.
Who's the office of the primary holder of the document, because that's different.
And so she would be able to interpret that, like read that?
yeah,
Read?
Retention date,
Or find who is the primary, what?
holder
Primary holder?
of the document.
Yep, oh yes, okay, doc, okay, great, okay. So we've got describing, we've got finding, the primary holder, number 2, okay. What else would she be able to do by this March 31st, do you think?
Then we're gonna put all the files into boxes.
Yes.
Based on the retention dates, because some are retained for a year, some are retained for 2 years, some are retained for 3.
So will she actually do that?
She will do
Or
that
will
with
she-
me,
Yes,
we'll do that together. I don't
okay.
think I'd make her do that.
Work with help, assist Jerry to put files in appropriate boxes. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, totally.
According to, I'm just doing it because this is your goal, right? According to retention dates, did you say? Okay.
And then, once the files are in the box, they go downstairs. Now, they have to be filed downstairs properly too, so that when somebody comes and asks for a file, which you do all the time, then we know exactly where that box is.
So would she know how to locate?
I'm a pretty good trainer. I think I could get her to do that, yeah.
Okay, locate, I mean,
So we have to
place,
go-
and she could place and then later locate?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Files for future use?
Yeah.
Something?
Yeah.
So is that enough for this year?
Yeah, I think that's a great start.
And then, so what we can do is, once this is done, Megan, by March 31st, you will come into my office, or you'll go into your plan and you will go, check, 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 check. Diane, I've done this goal. And you'll be able to say all
Big
this.
goal.
That's,
Very big
that March 31st thing kind of
It
puts it
comes
fast, but
It comes quick.
Oh, it's
Okay.
like
Because you know what else?
33 days or 34 days away.
Yes, and we'll
Is to
talk
take yourself
about,
off the counter for that amount of time is almost impossible.
we'll have to talk about the practicality
So-
of the time off the counter, and that's my job.
okay.
Okay, so we'll talk about that, making that happen. Okay.
So don't go there.
New clothes.
Is there one other goal, you guys, we can do? Just so we get to practice making smart goals?
Shannon, do you have a goal?
I don't have, I can't do
Okay. Well, you just took on something,
it.
a couple things. Okay, can we talk about them?
Sure.
So what have you just taken on?
ITA.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
What's your goal with ITA?
Do it successfully.
Yes. Successful, what does that look like? What does that mean? To do it successfully.
Send documents.
Are you
to
gonna
the right
lose
department.
exams?
No, that's a problem.
That's what I mean, send documents to the
Please don't do
right
that again.
department where they need to
We've
go.
never done that.
Yeah.
Well, it's important.
So you are going to send the documents to the,
Makes it sound like I did wrong before.
no, you
No,
don't, see, this
but-
is yours, yeah, this is, think about what's important with it, like, I mean, you're gonna have to make sure that Jill, you've got an invigilator, you have to receive, and you have to do the reporting at the end of the month, all that kind of stuff, so.
All
Your
that.
words.
Set
know how
the
to
people
put it
up
to
in the room proper, like get the right ID, that kind of stuff.
That's all ITA though.
Where were you talking about IT though?
Yeah, so what do you do with in ITA? What do you actually do? What is that?
Send and receive exams.
Okay, excellent. Send and receive exams. Excellent. Okay, good. See, now these are, what I was thinking is that you can use your SMART goal worksheets to write down your notes. Write down your stuff in the little boxes, right? And then once you've filled it all in and put what you've thought of, then you look at it all and make a sentence out of it.
Oh, okay.
So that's, yeah. So,
This is what? What is this intention? Or
yeah,
what?
what do you want to achieve? So, you said you wanted to be successful. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have improved that. That's what you want to, successful is a word. You want to be successful at this.
Yes.
Okay.
Successfully take on the ITA program within your day-to-day transactions, sure.
I don't know, I think I've been doing it for a while, so I don't know about stuff, because I was always backup, so. I was doing
Not
it,
really a
so
new
It's not really new to me,
goal.
that's the thing.
Right, okay, but there are a lot of important things, like, you have to make sure that you, okay, so
When I
say you
receive
send you receive the exams, right?
Mhm.
Then what do you do, once you know that there's an exam? What about Jill, what about your contractor?
Yes.
You were gonna communicate,
Communicate with the invigilator.
okay,
Room bookings, make sure there are no room bookings.
Enter them into the room bookings.
okay.
They have to be sent out in a timely manner, right? Rather than receiving.
Yes,
Yeah.
someone got in trouble a little while ago for not sending off their exams, they let them sit around, so send off,
Which office?
I'm not telling.
Not this one.
In a timely manner. Okay, timely, I love timely. It's one of the easiest things.
Yeah.
Timely, so easy. So when are you gonna send off?
I could go with send and receive exams at a time, no?
Yes, but what does that mean, timely? To me, if I get her done in about a week, that'd be good.
It
Is
has
that good?
set written goals and instructions for what times it needs in the job aids itself. It does have an exact
They
schedule.
can't sit around for a week.
So what if Jill comes in, she invigilates, she's done by noon, she brings it into you at 1? When are you gonna get it out?
They should be gone within
Next
24
4
hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. 24 hours, that's your goal. So timely is beautiful
Yeah.
because it's so easy.
Yeah.
In
Right?
this office, it's the easiest thing.
Yeah,
It totally is.
right? So, okay. And then, what else is there? If there's a problem, if you're an invigilator, you know, there's a problem like the room is locked or whatever, or your contractor's sick or something, you know, you have problems to solve maybe. These are only ideas that I'm just kind of, you know, what you're doing.
Pencils aren't sharp.
Okay, you have to make sure she has so,
Yeah, make
when are
sure
you?
that the
Supplies.
supplies are ready and
Adequate.
adequate.
Okay, ready and adequate, yeah, okay. And when are you gonna have that done? Are you gonna do it the morning of, like, when are you gonna do it?
Usually the 24 hours before.
24 hours, see,
Before
again,
exam.
before exam. See, now this is very measurable. Right?
Mhm.
I know another thing Shannon has to do.
Yeah?
She has to make sure that her backup person is well trained.
Train your
And-
backup person.
And the backup to the backup.
Yes.
Sometimes the backup person is not available.
That's
Who's
right.
your backup to the backup?
I don't have one. I volunteer people every so often. Lorena.
But it's important that
I volunteer, Lorena.
but
every
that's
so
important
often.
that that's communicated.
Delegation is in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Delegation, yeah.
You know what's great about delegation is that is a skill that you may want to put on a resume one day or talk about it in an interview. Yeah. So these words are important,
Totally.
right?
Very good.
And don't underestimate what you're doing. So here's some ideas. And so that's the start of one of your goals. Okay. Anyone else want to work on? Do you want to put it into a sentence now? I think this is a long sentence. I think it needs more work. I think you need some more time. We can't do it here.
I think it
But-
needs a little bit more about
But
things going in together, sort of.
here, do you want this?
Sure.
Okay. There you go.
I'm gonna put it on my desk.
There you go. Okay. Whose goal was this? Oh, that was mine. BC Transplant goal.
That's right.
No, Megan.
That's
Megan.
mine.
Do you want yours?
Sure.
Okay, great. All right. So, there you are. Anybody else want to work on a goal with theirs?
You guys, come on.
We don't have to, okay?
Do we have time?
No, we
Yeah,
don't,
exactly.
right? So the idea of this was to practice writing some
Yes.
SMART goals to see how much information and to keep thinking and don't underestimate it first of all. And break it down into those action words, lots of action words, delegate and, you know, think about really cool words like reporting at the end of the month, monthly reporting. And when does the reporting have to be done? By the 5th of each month, right? It has to be done by the 5th. There's a time right there on the reporting.
Yeah.
Right?
that's good.
Yeah, I will make sure my reporting is done by the 5th of every month. Boom. It's easy to measure. I can go and look. I can see what date you posted them on the queue. If you didn't do it, then you didn't reach your goal. If you did, you did, right? So, and this gives you your guidelines to work on. Yeah. So, I gave you this, your SMART goal worksheet. And so what I thought was you can use this sheet to start, even when you get an idea, just keep it on your desk. And if you can't think of a goal right now, because I know it's not easy, but think about, again, your interests and what you want to learn in the job and where you might want to go from this job. Maybe you're working towards maybe finding a new job or something, or and start, just write it down as you go, and then you can start making it SMART. And then this is where I give you another sheet where you can just write your sentences on. Use this SMART goal worksheet for your note taking, scribble around on it, your brainstorming. And then next is your line sheet where you actually write your sentences.
very informative.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, well, you know what? I mean, that's really what I wanted to do. I think we've achieved our objectives. I'm going to test this in a minute, but you know what HEART goals are. You know what SMART goals are. Do you know what collaborative goal setting is? You and I having a conversation.
Right.
Right? It's kind of like the EPD, what we call EPDP. And that was, were those our objectives? Let's see. Define collaborative transparent goals, and then we created some that align with our mission and goals. So we've achieved our objectives. What I'd like to do now is give you a quiz, and this quiz is going to be testing what your knowledge, your understanding of today, and it's going to be kind of fun, hopefully. So if you could please go to your phones and open up the Kahoots quiz. Oh, yeah, sorry. Just going to pause to warm up the vehicles. Okay, so we're back on, and we are going to test what you learned today. So this is called Kahoot, and it's going to be a multiple choice questions, okay? So what's going to happen is the questions are going to show on the screen here, and you are going to put the answers into your phone. You're going to see the 4 choices on your phone. Now we're going to practice with a fun quiz right now, and see, just so you get used to how to use the program. So we're going to play. So I'm going to give you the pin in just a moment. So we're going to play. Okay, just waiting for it to load up here. And so player versus player. There we go. Guess the city we're playing. Okay, and classic. So. Ready to join. And there's your pin, 219817. Okay, all right, so start. Oh, waiting for players. Oh yeah, and then you have to put in your name, that's right. Put in your username, and
That's original.
so we have Yoko, Bob, and Smurf. Bob, yeah. And Hank. Okay. All right. You ready to go?
Mhm.
Let's do this. Okay. Guess the city. Oh. So which city is this? Oh, it's giving you puzzle pieces.
Oh, that's Athens.
Okay.
Oh, maybe Rome.
No,
it's
Rome.
Rome. It's Rome.
Okay.
Rome. What's
Rome.
Rome? Shoot.
Rome would be the yellow.
No. Oh,
Yellow.
shit.
I got it.
Okay.
It was
And
Rome.
I was there.
At first it was Athens. I'm like, no, it's not.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so Bob is winning.
Who's Bob?
Hi.
So are the world
I hit
traveler.
the wrong one.
This isn't how that went?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think it's New York. Okay.
I'm gonna bring it down. Why don't I bring it down to the table? Is that better for you guys?
Oh,
To see? Yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, we're timed.
Smurf? I don't know. Let's see who, we'll be able to figure out who everybody is. Oh. Okay. So, ooh, we got Bob and Yoko. Vying for, okay, there you go, number 3.
London.
London.
Just saw that red.
Whole booth.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
shit, I keep hitting the wrong one. I hit
Oh
the
no!
red.
Oh,
correct.
oh,
It says you got it.
okay.
I think you get certain points if you're fastest.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
you get
faster
extra
you,
points.
yeah,
Like a
you
Bob.
do. And the more you get in a row. Oh, look at that, Bob and Yoko. Ooh, but, oh, you're all getting the hang of it now. Okay.
Okay, I'm saying it now.
Oh, there's 14.
Okay, let's don't say it out loud.
We don't have to do all 14 if you don't want. Oh, oops.
I think it might be Paris.
Paris? Everyone know Paris?
Let's do it. Okay. I don't think it is.
Oh,
It was Paris, wasn't it?
I put Madrid.
Okay.
Was
wasn't really a recognizable sight if it was.
No,
Okay,
No, I
Bob?
could only see like.
Bob's
Here you
being
go.
quiet over there, Bob's not saying nothing and getting out of point.
Oh, nice skyline.
Oh, Tyrone, yeah, that's what
Okay.
That was Harold
I
too.
think it's Tyrone.
I don't know what that port is. I don't know, pick a random one.
Oh, no.
Oh,
What was it?
Istanbul.
I've been there.
Have you been
You've
there?
been there?
Oh, wow.
Really?
Did you get it
Oh,
right?
Greece? Went up to Greece.
So
Yeah.
then you didn't recognize it?
Well,
I can
just
see
a
his windows.
skyline. Oh,
Oh.
that's my favorite place.
Athens.
Is that where you got married?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, are we supposed to yell at him?
No, we're
No.
supposed to be playing individually,
Oh,
but,
okay.
Or yeah, okay.
but we are a team.
I just
Yeah.
get excited.
Oh, that's a big place.
I can't see.
Is it Barcelona, big place?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Barcelona.
yeah.
That looks like the chapel.
Oh,
or
I've been
the
to
sorry,
Florence. I went to
the
Venice, so I didn't
cathedral.
recognize it there.
cathedral that's been under construction for
Was
how
that
many
right?
years?
Have you been there, Megan?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an easy one. San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
Ah, shit.
Language.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Recording. Edit that
I'll try to beep.
St. Petersburg.
That one I don't know.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute. No, Moscow.
Moscow. Bob, stop it.
Okay.
Bob hasn't got right answers in the past two questions.
Oh, St. Louis. You
That's-
need
Oh,
to.
that's,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the bridge. Or
What
the,
that is?
Yep. Okay.
St. Louis Arch,
yes.
right? That's
Yeah.
what it's called. I just
Oh.
remember that from
Actually,
Okay. Yoko's gotten in the lead.
actually, no, no.
I'm gonna say
I don't
Amsterdam.
know.
Oh, Venice.
Yep. Oh, you're all working as a team now.
I'm just
Okay,
looking
but
for all the
Yoko.
water.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Okay.
I haven't been there.
No.
Not even close.
Here we go. Two more.
Oh, it's Asian countries. I don't know Asia at all. No.
Oh, Megan.
Beijing?
I'm gonna say Shanghai.
I'm gonna say Beijing.
Let's go with Shanghai. Or maybe Tokyo.
Oh, no. It was Beijing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not Tokyo.
Okay,
That's-
last one,
that's
you
Palace.
guys.
How am I fast?
Ooh.
I haven't got like any long.
Oh, another one.
Oh,
Oh,
what is
that's
that?
gotta be Hong Kong.
Yeah.
No, I think that's Tokyo. That's
Me
Tokyo
too.
Skytree.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Or not Skytree, Tokyo Tower.
Oh.
The red tower thing. Skytree's a new tower.
Probably-
big city.
Okay.
Really? That's why you picked it?
You guys, look at that. How close. Bob, Yoko,
Whatever.
Hank.
We're
Yeah.
surf.
Stop it.
We're not talking about. It wouldn't fit on the page.
That's right.
It's a high score. It's very close.
Yeah.
It was off the charts.
Okay.
Hank is
All
in
right.
second.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna play my test. Oops, how do I? And hopefully mine will be as fun as this one was.
I don't think it That was a tough question.
10 points behind Hank.
Okay.
No, it starts
New
reading
game.
out your how far you are
Oh,
in between everyone.
Did you design this one yourself or no?
This one, yes.
Oh.
This is my
This
own
is gonna
question.
be boring.
Here's my cahoots. Setting collaborative performance goals.
Yeah, that was fun.
This is gonna be.
Get it.
You don't think mine is gonna
Especially
be
under
fun?
pressure.
Okay.
I like being timed.
You don't, do you?
No, no. I
All
should
right, can everybody see?
Do we have to enter this?
I,
Well, we
you'll,
have
you'll
to
need a
enter
new
the-
pin. Yeah, I'll get it for you in just a sec here. Okay.
Keep the same names or new names?
It's up to you, but no, I think you,
No,
I think you
keep the
just keep the
because
same.
You just do the pin.
Okay, there's your pin, 109789, and that's not glary for anybody?
No, no.
Okay. All right.
Oh, we're good. Oh, it offers you the same name, or you can choose a new one.
Oh, okay.
What's the word?
I was gonna change it to Bob.
Hank, you in? Come on, Hank, what you doing? Oh, for goodness sakes, you had to change the name, didn't
I
you?
didn't.
Okay, there's Hank. Okay, you ready? Here we go. 10 questions only
Okay,
this time.
keep to,
Okay, watch what
do
you
it to yourself. Let's see how smart we are.
No, but get ready to clip your finger on it. What? Oh.
Ooh, everybody got it right.
But who was fastest?
Let's see.
Smurf.
Smurf. Okay, followed by Hank. Okay.
Just a second. What are you telling everybody? Big mouth.
Okay, Smurf still in the lead.
Smurf is just like giving her now.
What is it?
The T in smart.
What?
It's the blue.
Time-based?
Yeah.
I don't recall that.
The topical?
Somebody wasn't paying attention.
Okay, Smurf still in the lead, followed by the Hunk. Okay, you guys, this one you'll have to look. Just
What
pick.
does it say? The R?
Yeah, in smart goals and.
Praise on the.
Great. You guys are acing this. I must be a good teacher, and you are smart.
I'm at the bottom. This game sucks.
Oh, oops, it didn't go next.
Oh, she did.
Okay.
Smart is.
Me.
I can see.
Can't read
Emerald.
Okay, 100% again. But who was the quickest? Smurf. Okay, here we go.
Attitude.
This is this is the longest word ever.
Ah,
That's not fair.
oh, no one picked awesome?
And a Smurf.
Ooh, look
Well,
at
I
Bob.
didn't. It only by 4 points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bob's
she
on
moves
your
it.
tail.
Yeah.
4 points.
That was
Oh, come on.
that was a technical error. Oh. Okay.
Hooray.
Oops. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. I don't know if I got that right. Oh,
Okay,
I know, I
Bree.
saw the
I was
one.
looking at it right.
looking
Why
at the
does it
yellow
say
one.
animated?
because
It's
it's part of
one
the
of them.
word.
Yeah.
It's in there.
I didn't like animated.
Oh, now I have to fully read it.
I've given you more time on that, just so you know. Oh, you guys got it all right. Which one is the smart goal?
Well,
Excellent.
I just picked the longest.
That
That one's the one you got it.
Okay, all right, you guys.
Last one.
No, second to last.
Oh jeez. Yeah.
Okay, just so you know, there were 2 right answers.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Oh.
say.
Did I get it right? No.
Whoever picked green,
I did.
should be, okay.
Is that right?
No.
No, because you read by you and your supervisor.
Well,
That's
I
right,
couldn't read what was down there, so I.
Oh,
okay.
now it's
Oh,
glare.
now,
Yeah,
yeah,
now
now
there's a
it's-
glare.
Yeah, it's the glare, yeah, right, okay. Okay, last question, you guys.
You'll go.
Next.
Oh.
I thought it went to third.
Oh.
That's ridiculous.
I know. Why should I create?
Why?
Because it's required to challenge myself to work for I think there's three of them.
There's all.
I think they're all,
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 3 correct answers.
Yeah, you tricked us.
Yes, I did.
but we can
Okay.
see who wants to.
So, who won this time?
Bob.
Bob!
It's ridiculous.
How do you go from first and you get one wrong and you're in
I'm
third?
top 5.
Oh, I gotta.
That was funny.
So I have one more thing to ask you. So you have obviously,
fun.
had fun is good, and you've learned what we were supposed to learn.
Yeah.
Can you please fill out your evaluation for me quickly? Not quickly. Don't rush. But just 2 questions. What was the most important thing you learned today, and what was the muddiest point? The thing that was not as clear. And thank you for giving me that feedback so that I can make this course better and become a better teacher. And